questions.
Let
Are you
us
ready?
bring it on.
Okay. This is Monica, who says, Pat, I have overheard my husband lie and deceive people, especially when it's to his benefit. When I confront him, he either denies it or tells me it's just part of, quote, doing business. I know he's lied to me and about me. Can his habit of lying affect our blessings from God?
I'll tell you what it'll do. You read Revelation, get over there in the 20th, 21st chapters, and it says, outside are all liars.
Yeah.
They're not going to heaven. I mean, it will not only affect your blessing, it's going to mean he's going to hell, and that's not a pleasant situation. You ought to get that, look at the book of Revelation, get that point about who's outside. The dogs, the fornicators, and whoever loves makes a lie. And let him read it.
Sometimes that can become such a bad habit, you don't even realize that you're doing it.
Yeah, but I know
it
that
is
people,
what it is.
Yeah,
I know.
they just, they maybe they learned lying when they were kids. And I might say to parents, whatever you do, don't always be on your child's case. What'd you do that? What do you got here? Where'd you go? If you do that, you're going to make liars out of them. They'll get very adroit. Well, I went to the candy store when they went to the movie, whatever. I mean, they'll lie to you because they just want you off their back. So don't force your children to lie.
Okay, this is Amy who says, Pat, Jesus taught his followers to turn the other cheek. But if an intruder or an attacker is threatening your family, is it all right to defend them or yourself with physical force? My husband would protect us with his life if necessary, but would that be a sin?
I don't think so. I think we've always recognized that self-defense is a defense or is a cause for some types of violence against others. If somebody's trying to kill you, you have a perfect right to defend yourself. And I don't. The whole concept of turn the other cheek is that in most situations where somebody is doing evil to you, you can turn the other cheek and avoid evil, because instead of violence will escalate. So if somebody strikes you, you strike back, then they'll strike back harder, then you strike back harder. The next thing you know, what started like an innocent argument winds up in a homicide. So I think what Jesus said is the correct answer. But again, if somebody's coming to kill your family, you have every reason to defend yourself and protect the innocent. Remember, when Michael Dukakis got in all kinds of trouble, and somebody asked him, if you saw somebody getting ready to murder your sister or whatever, your wife, what would you do? I mean, it was kind of, he waffled on that one. It cost him the election. What do you have?
This is Richard, who says, Satan was an angel of God. He chose evil, and so God cast him out of heaven. When we get to heaven, will we also have to choose between good and evil?
Thank the Lord. When you get to heaven, you have already chosen, and you don't have to have another choice. You've made the choice. And so the choice now is, do you choose Jesus? Do you choose to follow him and obey God? That's what the choice is.
This is Sharon, who says, Pat, many religions believe in reincarnation. I tend not to agree. Does the Bible talk about it?
No, it certainly doesn't. The reincarnation is a Hindu concept. It is not biblical. It is not in the Bible at all. Jesus talked about a rich man and a beggar. And one died, and he was carried by the angels to Abraham's bosom. The other died, and he woke up in hell. And the one in hell saw the beggar, and he said, send him to dip the finger of his in water, because I'm tormented by this flame. But the thing of it is, he had his self-identity. He recognized the poor man. Abraham recognized them both. They talked to each other. So there was nothing in there about becoming a dung beetle or rain or anything like that.
Well, it does say it's appointed man wants to die.
Wants to die, and after that, the judgment. But the idea of this is that you have a karma, and you keep going around the wheel till you change the karma, and but it's not biblical. It just is not. It's appointed unto man wants to die. After that, the judgment. We leave you today with these words from 2 Corinthians 1:20. For all the promises of God in him are yes, and in him, amen. It's all the time we've got. Thanks for being with us. We will see you tomorrow on Skinny Wednesday.